this. We have mischievous mittens, silly samoyeds, coincidental cats, dancing dogs, boating birds, and a pug who has chosen to take on a new career path as a cowboy. All this and more right here on World's Funniest Animals. Hello and welcome to World's Funniest Animals, the one-stop shop for all of your funny animal needs. I'm your host, Elizabeth Stanton, joined today by my partners in crime, Hank and Ruby, as well as our panelists and our special guests, Mel and Zane Lamprey. Hey, guys.
Hi, Liz. Hi.
Happy to have you two. Can't wait to come back to you guys in just a little bit. Let's get this party started, and the best way I know how, with a little dance fever, starting with actor Noah Matthews.
Hey, Liz.
Do you ever dance with your cats?
I can't say I ever have.
Well, maybe this will give you some inspiration.
I thought people were cool who make their dog dance waving their paws, but these two are doing a full swing dance together. I mean, acrobatics are involved. I'm watching a live Vegas show in the middle of a forest.
Next, we have actress Carmen Hodgson.
What's up, Lizzie?
Oh, you know, loving how adorable this next video is. Check it out.
Okay, hey, I'm dancing and smiling the same way at dinner. Waiters love me.
Now we're joined by comedian Brian Cooper.
Hey, Liz. Look, I got to tell you, this is the highlight of my day.
Well, Brian, I could not agree more, and the bird and this next clip seems to be on the same page.
This bird and I have a lot in common. You ever think you're killing it in the club and you wake up next morning to videos of you dancing like this?
And finally, we have singer and comedian Michaela Gordon.
Hey, Liz.
So, Michaela, do you consider yourself a good dancer?
I mean, in my head, I'm incredible.
Then I think you're going to love this next clip.
Breakdancers everywhere just had their whole wig snatched.
Long walks, treats, and playtime are some of our pets' favorite things. Uh-oh, I probably got your pets too excited by saying all that. Well, my pet's favorite thing is what we're taking a look at in our next segment, Going for a Ride.
The boat matches the bird's tail. Talk about style.
What happens when a cowboy gets a pug? Let's check it out.
I've never been a fan of Western movies until now. You know, this is the type of entertainment I'm looking for.
tortoise beats the hare every time. So, I mean, this is technically the fastest mode of transportation.
A girl's got to transport her horse somehow.
Now it's time to check in with our special guests. I'm here with Mel Lamprey and her husband, comedian Zane Lamprey, who together run a special needs animal rescue in Southern California. Tell us a bit about how that got started.
We went to a shelter with the intention of getting our senior cat a friend. And when we got there, saw that there were quite a few sick kittens, and Zane started picking up all the sick ones.
Yeah, I'm not allowed in shelters anymore for obvious reasons.
We left there with 3 kittens who were very sick and found ourselves wildly unprepared for the amount of work that meant. So now, fast forward many fosters later, we now work with other rescues, and our goal is to educate the public on special needs rescues, and then obviously to rehabilitate and adopt out as many as we can.
Incredible. And I see you have some cuties there with you. Mind introducing us?
Cuties. I guess maybe that's me. Thank you. I got a haircut. I'm not really sure if that's...
This is Arthur. He has a chromosome abnormality and hydrocephalus and just had a surgery on his eye.
And this is Tulip. She has what's called kangaroo feet. That's the technical term for it, and we are keeping her.
No, we're not keeping Tulip.
And this is Pumpkin, and Pumpkin is who the rescue is named after. He's our first rescue.
I think showcasing animals with special needs, let alone caring for them, is such an important job. And I'm sure it has its tiresome moments. We will be right back in just a bit to check in with you guys again. Stick around because we'll be back almost as fast as our next segment, Zoomies, coming up next on World's Funniest Animals. Welcome back to World's Funniest Animals. There's some things on Earth that are beyond explanation, but the one that I think about the most is how our pets, at a moment's notice, can all of a sudden, without being provoked, catch a sudden case of the Zoomies.
Welcome to the Dog Total 500. He's coming up on the first turn, just zooming past his fellow racers who appear to be at a complete standstill. Back to you, Bob.
I think he pauses to make sure his owners see how fast he's going. Like, Mom, did you just see that?
Some pets chase after squirrels, mailmen, and other animals. This one prefers toy cars.
This is seriously adorable, but also kids' toys these days are way cooler. The closest thing I had to this was a pink toy car I could roll down the driveway.
So I was adopted by The Rock, and now he has me doing cardio like every morning, but cheat meal Sundays are kind of worth it.
Let's take a closer look at some animals with a mischievous streak in our segment, Stop Thief.
What's he want, your fish mouth? That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. What's going on with this guy?
Man, bald eagles get a pass. But let's see if a fisherman lets a seagull get away with that.
That thing was inhaled before he even hit the ground. Someone put him in a hot dog eating competition. He'd give everyone a run for their money.
To this day, that seagull still tells all of his friends how close he was to getting that whole sandwich. He peaked.
Sometimes our pets can be quite opportunistic, especially when it comes to food.
Mina! See, this is why you gotta feed your cats the same time you eat, or they're gonna eat your dinner for you.
Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. We'll be right back, so don't get confused. That's coming up next on World's Funniest Animals. You're watching World's Funniest Animals, and I'm your host, Elizabeth Stanton. And in this next segment, we take a peek at some of the most adorable moments where our pets get a little baffled by the most common things. Here's Confused.
Is it a photo? It's a video? It's a photo? Where's the flash?
Man, there's this never-ending feud of pets and vacuums.
We all remember our pet's first reaction to seeing their reflection. So let's take a walk through memory lane.
You don't even need to ask the mirror, okay? It's apparent that you are the cutest Samoyed puppy of them all.
Jinx, you owe me a soda. How about we start by you getting off me first?
Now for one of our most controversial segments. I think these animals get a bad rap. They make great pets. They're relatively low maintenance and are a great way to keep unwanted guests out of your house once you tell them you own one. Here's Reptile Roundup.
Okay, so my Zumba instructor's a little cold-blooded, but you really can't find anyone else like her. She's the best.
And who says reptiles aren't affectionate? I mean, come on, this is adorable. You have a dinosaur attached to your leg, but it's so cute.
Who said reptiles don't listen to their owners? This one is extremely well trained.
Frankie. Come here. Come here. Come here, Frankie. You want a treat? Come on. Come on. You want a treat? Come on. Good boy.
Who knew lizards actually responded to their owners like dogs?
We're back with Mel and Zane Lamprey. So running a special needs pet rescue has to be a lot of work. Tell us about maybe the hardest time you've had, as well as one of your favorite success stories.
I would say that the hardest times we have in rescue would be when you have some really ill cats and you just don't know if they're going to be there in the morning with you, and you're just really stressed out and trying your hardest.
Anytime you can take an animal that was critically ill or had some issues to then finding its forever home, it's a success.
Now, one of our panelists on the show actually fostered and adopted one of your cats. Tell us a bit more about that.
Harold was so special to us because out of all of the cats that have been here, and there's just so many, he was the first cat that just checked himself into the rescue.
He was like, hello,
we thought he was going
you guys
to
open?
be here and we were going to neuter him and then he was going to be on his way, but he was like, oh, I'm here.
Yeah, that seems like Noah and his fiance. Lastly, what can people do to help your cause and special needs animals in general?
You know, it's important for people to know that there are so many great rescues across the country, and a quick Google search can enable people to find out how they can make a difference in their area.
Thanks so much for your time. It's been such a great experience to learn about all the amazing work you've been doing.
Thank you, Liz.
Oh my God, I'm being attacked. No, no.
Buckle up, we're in for a treat because it's a wildlife next on World's Funniest Animals. Welcome back to World's Funniest Animals. I can't wait to show you these next two segments. We all love seeing animals in their natural habitat. This next segment explores some amazing mammals who are roaming around in the great outdoors and also sometimes winding up in our neck of the woods. Here's It's a Wildlife.
Wait a second. Look at how small those cars are compared to the elephant. 10 to 13 feet tall? How is the weather up there, big guy?
You don't even realize how tall bucks actually are. That water is probably like 6 feet deep.
They always say never get between a mama bear and her cubs, and this clip shows just how vigilant those moms are.
Okay, I've heard of monkey see, monkey do, but what do we call this?
Just like humans, animals have a learning curve when it comes to proper behavior. And with a little training, all of what you're about to see can be avoided. But in the meantime, let's laugh at some of these mishaps in Busted.
Do you feel sorry at all?
Oh no, my bed is gone. Guess I have to sleep in your room tonight.
I have everything in my house fastened down with earthquake putty, not because of earthquakes, despite living in California, but because of the natural disasters 4 cats can cause unsupervised.
Are you kidding me?
He was formerly in the space program. The dryer really makes him feel at home.
Well, that's almost it for us, but in case you missed anything along the way, here's a quick recap of all of our funniest moments. We have traveling tortoises, rowdy raccoons, rambunctious reptiles, stealthy seagulls, dashing dogs, eager eagles, and a full-on traffic stop caused by a herd of elephants. Whew. Thanks so much to our panel and to our special guests, Mel and Zane Lamprey.
Thanks, Liz.
Thank you, Liz.
Bye, guys, and thank you for tuning in. I'm Elizabeth Stanton. We'll see you next time on World's Funniest Animals.
Boy,